They could contend as far as a playing spot, but for my guess, I would guess that they could get maybe that 10, maybe 9 if they're contending in the playing spot. But depending on how injuries go once again, which we cannot predict or really can't account for. I don't see them really going anywhere higher than that ninth seed.
Yeah, no, and when you look at the Eastern Conference, the top six from last year, I definitely don't see the Hornets being better than those teams from the top six. Now we're talking about that next four, so 7 through 10, and the Atlanta Hawks. I don't think that Charlotte can be better than them this upcoming season. I feel like the Atlanta Hawks would be better.
And that's a
Miami, they
divisional rival. That's another
divisional
divisional
rival.
rival.
Yeah, yep. Miami just went to the finals. Chicago Bulls, we really don't know what's going on there. They haven't really reached expectations. They had a really good year the first year they got DeMar DeRozan in terms of regular season, but they fell off in the playoffs, had injuries, all that stuff. Toronto is always puts out a competitive team, but they actually just lost Fred VanVleet, and they've been in trade talks with different, scenarios being thrown out there. So, and we're looking forward to doing a team preview of them, but kind of don't really know what their team is exactly going to look like right now. But for the most part, they always put out competitive teams. And then now you're looking at the next three, which are the Indiana Pacers, Washington Wizards, and Orlando Magic. I feel like Orlando Magic,
That
Charlotte
could be
is in terms of
special.
overall talent, like they're kind of there, but I feel like they have the better player in Paolo. So I'm gonna put
Yep.
Orlando over them. Washington just got a whole bunch of new people. Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones. Indiana Pacers just re-upped with a lot of players they signed. Tyrese Halliburton was great last year, was an all-star last year, signed a new contract, looking to play even better this year. So I feel like it's still going to be tough for Charlotte, because I think Charlotte is a team that's still going to be figuring it out, even if they do get healthy and stay healthy for the most part. I think they'll be competitive. Just don't know if they can get past those teams that are in front of them right now for a play in. But I feel like they will compete for a play in. Just don't know if they'll get it. But that's just how I see that Eastern Conference right now. And it's still like all the teams we've been talking about at the bottom of the league. It's about development, man. You're developing the young talent that you have and trying to figure out how to put it all together. But just to read off a few stats as well, like they were 22nd last year in points allowed. They allowed their opponent to score 117 points per game last year, so they're in the bottom 10 in that. And then they were bottom 5 in scoring, so they were a bottom 5 team in scoring baskets, and they were a bottom 10 team in allowing their uh, opponent to score. So that's just a recipe for disaster. So hopefully, with their players getting better, or with their players being more healthy this year, they can do a better job on the defensive end and score more baskets and see where they land there. So hopefully we'll see them being able to compete at a high level for the playing spot and, see where it goes from there.